Guys, we have got the Typhur Sous Vide Station. Is it the dopest sous vide station of every time? It might be. Let's check it out right now.
Here's the Typhur Sous Vide Station. Let's take a look at the tank first. It is double insulated, it's double layered. You can see right here, this is where the water circulates through the machine. It comes actually out of the tank and runs through that. It's got a very user-friendly interface here. It's a full-blown tablet, guys. You can pick the meals and it will tell you exactly what you need to do to cook and prep step by step. All kinds of things, even sous vide eggnog, my dude. Who would have thought of that? Not me. It comes with these bags here. You can see it uses the suction point there versus the whole vacuum sealer, but it comes with the vacuum sealer. It just magnetizes right to the side. This thing is very cool, man. It literally is an all-in-one style for everything that you need, and then bam, you just magnet that mug right back on top of there. And then this is something new I've never seen before. There's clips on the bag that slide into the actual tank unit, which keeps everything together. It comes with these weights that also have measurements on it as well, so you can measure your meat or whatever it is that you're putting into the sous vide, so when the machine asks you, you can give it the appropriate response. And again, you just hit right on the machine and it tells you exactly what to do. Thanks to our pals over at Good Ranchers, we have this beef short loin steak. If you're not familiar with that, it comes from the back of the cattle. It's going to contain pieces of the tenderloin, the strip steak, the porterhouse, the T-bone, and these are basically T-bone steaks. Now, what's awesome about Good Ranchers is they have low prices. It's an online meat delivery subscription box. So you just hop on, you pick what you want, and it just ships to you. It's a reoccurring shipment. So it's high quality meat, 100% American, better taste, lower price. And look at these things. Look at the color of it. Look at the fat marbling. You tell me. Guys, I got my Temu salt and pepper shakers. I really love these things, the grinders that is. I guess they're not shakers. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a liberal amount of salt on top of these steaks. We're gonna do the same thing with the fresh ground pepper, just a liberal amount, just, you know, as much as you want. You can't really over salt or pepper them. I mean, if you do, you're having to get probably pretty crazy, and somebody should probably check out your mental capacities. But get it in there, man, especially that pepper. Give it a generous amount. We're gonna flip it over and we're gonna do the exact same thing again. Salt and pepper. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my OG barbecue rub, you can get it at skullandmortar.com, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a light coating with this. Now I don't want to go overboard with it because I don't want too much of it, but I do want to get hit with some of those peppery notes. There's a lot of great peppery notes in here, garlic, onion, things like that that are going to really help the natural flavors of the steak pop. So I'm going to use it on there, but again, I don't want a barbecue steak, so I'm just giving it a light dusting. And that's really all it takes when it comes to seasoning your steaks. Now we're gonna go ahead and bag these mother fathers up. Shout out to Nate. And it's literally just as simple as sliding them right into the bag. Now I'm gonna only use one bag for both of these steaks because I think they're both gonna fit in here, and let's not be wasteful, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and slam those down in there. I think I'm gonna flip that one over. Yeah, that'll fit better that way, perfect. Now what makes the sous vide awesome is your ability to really pack in flavors and aromatics and stuff. So we're gonna drop in some rosemary, we're gonna drop in some thyme, we're gonna drop in some parsley, and we're gonna let those kind of just soak in with our meats and really get those flavors embedded into the meat. But that's not all we're gonna do. We're also gonna drop a couple of pads, big thick boys of that Kerrygold butter. Introducing that fat is going to help keep it moist, and again, it's just going to add to the richness and the natural flavors of that beef. So we're going to seal this up. It's literally just like a Ziploc bag, which is very convenient and easy to use, right? And now it's time to test out this vacuum sealer. Stoked on this. Really, honestly, I think that this might be one of the coolest features of the whole thing. Just place it right over the top like so. Well, like, okay, maybe it takes me a second to figure it out. That's nothing new. It's not like I'm a rocket scientist over here. So as you can see, the air's starting to come out. Easy to use. You just place it over the top, you hit the button, and you let it do its thing. Yeah, boy. All right, here we go. We got that bad boy nice and tight, like Terry's mom. Psych! That was rude. God, I gotta have some class. I'm sorry, guys. Speaking of class, it's time for me to measure out the meat. I'm just gonna use the ruler there included with the weight. Now, don't add 3 inches like the first time you measured your meat. Hi-oh, God, I'm killing it over here today. All right, guys, I'm going to step-by-step you through this whole process. Basically, what we have here is a T-bone or a porterhouse. So I'm going to put in T-bone. It gives me several options here. I'm going to pick this one, and look at this. It literally will show you a video on the screen if you need it to that'll tell you exactly how to cook it. So we get here, it tells us how to prep the machine. We got to add our water. Then we got to measure the steak. We've already done that, so we'll put that in there. Perfect. Then we choose the doneness of the steak. Now, I want mine to be medium. I know a lot of people like medium rare. Do it how you like it. I'm going to cook mine medium. And then again, now it starts prepping the tank. It's going to get the water up to temperature. It shows you that you need to seal the bag, things you can throw in the bag, things like that. We've thrown a little extra in there, no biggie. Now, it took a couple minutes, but our water's up to temperature, so we're going to clip the weight on the bottom of the bag here. And we are just going to plop it right on down inside there. This is a big bag, so we're gonna have to do it long ways, and we're gonna clip it right into the side there. Let's get the lid on here so we can seal in that heat, and now it is time to let the machine do its work. It's gonna time it all out, and the cool thing about this is I've got the Typhur app on my phone, so now it's gonna ring me on my phone when it's done. All right, I can just literally walk away.
Guys, according to our Typhur, our steak is now done, and it should be 100% ready to go. Now it's just as simple as opening the bag, and you want to somehow, some way, sear your steak. We're gonna sear ours using a Searzall. Guys, this next step is super important, and people skip it all the time, but don't be that guy. Pat your steak dry. It's essential or you will not get a good sear. Now we're gonna cut into these steaks and see if we in fact have the perfect sous vide steak. Look at that. Perfect, a perfect medium steak. It literally is absolutely perfect. If you want your steak medium, it literally nailed it. I don't think it could get any more perfect than that. Guys, the only thing left to do is to taste test the steak. And of course, we're gonna have Fred hop in on this as well. All right, you ready, Fred?
Yes, sir.
Grab a piece of steak. Bro.
It's actually really good.
That steak is so good.
It's perfectly seasoned too.
Yeah. Now you couldn't ask for a better steak. It's juicy. It's got so much beef flavor. It is the perfect blend of spices. Guys, if you're asking me, is the Typhur Sous Vide Station the best sous vide out there? I don't know, I think so, dude. This device is perfect. Whether you're experienced at sous vide or you have no clue what you're doing, this machine is gonna tell you exactly what to do. And as far as I can tell, it nails it. This steak is off the chain. My friends will have a link in the description below so you can buy your own. Until next time, this is Skull and Mortar. SkullandMortar.com for all your sauce, spices, and t-shirt needs. Check out Typhur. They have tons of cool cooking gadgets. And check out Good Ranchers for some dope-ass meat right to your door. Let's go.